Welcome back to my channel, guys. I just finished watching the game. Okay, it's over with when the New York Liberty just defeated the Atlanta Dream in Game 2 of the playoff series. Okay, let me kick off each quarter for play-by-play. So the first quarter begins and Sabrina, being doing what she does best, she makes a three. Okay, then Dream scores again, and then Gray makes a three. Hillman scores, Howard scores, Benijah scores, Stewart scores again. Gray makes a three. Charles scores. Sabrina makes 2 of 2. Gray makes a three. Jonquel Jones scores. Gray makes a three. Jonquel makes 2 of 3 free throw shots. Howard scores. Sabrina scores. Haley Jones scores. Then Sabali scores. Howard scores. And the first quarter ends with Liberty. They were down. Okay, they only had 19 points to the Atlanta Dream's 28 points. Atlanta Dream can't close games. The second quarter begins. Charles makes 2 of 2. Stewart scores. Coffee scores. Benijah scores. Howard scores. Benijah scores again. Benijah makes 1 of 1. Coffee scores. Sabrina makes a 3. Liberty scores. Sabrina makes yet another 3. Jonquel scores. Jonquel makes 1 of 1. Howard scores. Charles scores, and they are tied for the first time, 40 to 40 points. Then Howard scores. Canada scores. Canada scores again. Jonquel makes a 3. Charles scores, and the second quarter ends with Liberty having 43 points to Atlanta's Dream's 48 points. The third quarter begins. Jonquel scores. The Dream scores. Jonquel scores. Howard scores. Howard put it up a 3. Sabrina scores. Then Firebitch makes a 3. Sabrina scores again. Then Sabrina is 1 of 1. They are tied once again at 55 to 55 points. And then Canada scores. Sabrina scores. Hillman scores. Sabrina scores again. They are tied once again at 59 points to 59 points. Sabrina scores. Jonquel scores. Gray scores. Jonquel scores again. Then Gray scores. Gray makes 1 of 1. The third quarter ends with New York Liberty having 65 points. Atlanta Dream has 64 points. In that third quarter, you begin to see that turnaround. The tide began to turn for the New York Liberty. The fourth and final quarter begins. Five-ish scores. Coffee makes a 3. They are tied once again at 67 to 67 points. Sabrina makes a 3. Gray scores. Sabrina makes yet another 3. Then Gray makes a 3. Vandersloot scores. Jonquel scores. Howard scores. Stewart scores. Five-ish scores. Phoebus scores again. Then she makes 1 of 1, and then Vandersloot, that is, she makes a 3. Charles scores, Sabrina scores, Gray scores, Liberty scores, Howard makes 2 of 2, Sabrina makes 2 of 2, and that is game, ladies and gentlemen, with the New York Liberty winning this playoff match over the Atlanta Dream, having 91 points to Atlanta Dream's 82 points. Again, Atlanta Dream, like I said, they cannot close games. They came out dominant in this game. I really thought that, for a minute, okay, they had New York Liberty by the throat. Okay, they had their foot on their necks. And it was something that a New York Liberty could do for real. Okay, New York Liberty, they kept getting fouls drawn from them. But again, like in New York Liberty fashion, Sabrina was getting fouled for like the littlest things. It was just crazy. If she would run into a player while making a play, they would call foul on Atlanta Dream. So of course, that was a huge push up for them. And also, like, Atlanta Dream had so many turnovers. Jordan Canada, I like her, but she made 0 of 2 free throw shots. They were missing free throw shots. They were making silly mistakes by the third quarter that just kept catching up for them. Nas Hillman was right underneath the basket, missing like she Angel Reese. No tea, no shade. Tina Charles, who else? It was Ryan Howard trying to put up 3 points that just would not fall. Whereas the New York Liberty, they had more accuracy in their 3-point shots. Well, it is what it is. It wasn't a clean sweep, but then again, it was a sweep. Let's be real. Okay, the other day, New York Liberty just defeated Atlanta Dream. They just defeated them in Game 2 of the playoff series, so it is no more. Of course, this means that New York Liberty will advance to the semifinals. Atlanta Dream put up a good fight. Hey, they did more than Chicago Sky. Okay, they actually made it into the playoffs and put up a good fight against Liberty, because this could have been an easy blowout. But they did, stand their ground, so to speak, and put up a good fight. But Seattle Storm, I keep looking at my TV, y'all. Seattle Storm versus Las Vegas Aces is about to start right now. So I'm about to just hurry up, edit this a little bit. I don't think I made too many corrections, but or mistakes rather to correct. And I'll post my Vegas Aces versus Seattle Storm Game 2 in the playoff series game right after this. See you in the next video.